vlog, hello chat, hello YouTube, hello besties, hello you wonderful, wonderful people. How are y'all? I'm good. As you can see, I just did a little hike. It's about like a 15-minute walk up to this like beautiful waterfall. I went and took a swim in it, floated around for a little bit, and now I just had a little snack, water. What am I gonna say? Drink your water, please. It's been hot out. We need to stay hydrated. But anyways, I wanted to, so I don't know if you guys know the game We're Not Really Strangers, but I've had that and I've played it with a couple people that like are really close to me in my life. Still super awesome game. But I was looking at it in Target the other day and I saw this. And I was like, ooh, that's really interesting. And it was on sale. And this is what it says in the back of the box. So if you've never played We're Not Really Strangers, this is really similar. I opened it and peeked at it a little bit. But there's 3 different stages in this one. Past, present, and future self. You're supposed to pull cards from them and answer the questions. So that's what I'm going to do with y'all. And hopefully you guys can answer them too. And maybe learn to love yourself a little bit more, because we all need to be part of the self-love club, baby. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do 4 cards from each section just because 4 is one of my favorite numbers and I don't wanna do too much, you know what I mean? So here we go, wait. All right, that is level 1 there. I'm gonna like shuffle them up a little. Wait, will this sit in here? Beautiful. I'm gonna shuffle them up a little bit and then I'll pick them at random. Gosh, I love being in nature. I thought it would be fun to do this out here just because like when I'm out in nature, it's like, it's just hard not to feel love. Even if it's not necessarily self-love at that moment in time, but like looking around at all the beauty that is here and created for us to witness every day. How can you not love it? Okay. The first one. What have you grown to love about yourself? The first thing that came to my mind with this one was definitely my body. I used to have really bad body image issues, and it's just been like a journey for me to be comfortable in my skin and like actually feel confident in my body and who I am. And I think that at this point in my life, I really do genuinely like love my body and myself. The second thing that came to mind was my voice. As in like speaking, I used to not say what was on my mind a lot, and now I really feel confident to be able to just like speak my truth to people regardless of the situation or what the outcome may be. And I really do love that about myself now, because I'm not so outspoken anymore. Okay. What gave you a sense of achievement recently? You guys, no joke. This has been such a fun thing for me to do, and I've been having so much fun lately with like getting creative with content and like just taking y'all with me and being able to chat with y'all. And it's just been super cool because there are people that I did not expect to be interested in, or like watching my content that are. And I think that is amazing. And it makes me feel like I'm really on the right path, because this is something I've wanted to do for a while, but I've just been scared to do it. And I feel like able to do that now. So it's been really great. Definitely. How would you have raised yourself? That one's really tricky, and I don't want to get into the deep, dark depths of my upbringing, but I will just say that I would have been gentler with me. I would have been more compassionate and empathetic, and I would have listened to me more if I had the opportunity to raise myself. All right. Mm. What forced you to grow, even if it was hard? Loss. And not like losing people, like people dying. I mean, people dying, yes, but like just losing people, like realizing like not everyone was going to be a part of my life forever and for always. People change and things happen and you're going to lose people. And in those moments, I think it's important to remember to like grow and evolve. And, you know, if you did something that caused a relationship to end, like really reflect on that and try to do better and find growth in it. Like I've said it before, I'll say it again. You grow through what you go through. And I think loss and like the experience of grief of someone alive or not, or versions of you that are alive or not alive, like is a very powerful tool for growth if you let it be. Okay. Whew. I hope you guys answer some of these, even just to yourself. Like, obviously, you can comment them if you would want to. I would love that, but even just to yourself, these are pretty good. This is level 2. It's the present. What's one thing you can always count on yourself for? How do I? I can always count on myself to let myself be and like not put pressure on myself to be a certain way in a certain situation. Like I can count on myself to just be okay with what's going on lately. Moments where I feel like I really need to rest. Like in the past, I would have like really gotten on myself, like you need to be doing things like blah, blah, blah. But no, like now I can just allow myself to rest. I can count on myself for reassurance from myself, I guess is the point of that. Yeah, reassurance. I can count on myself for knowing that like I'm doing my best in all of my moments. Who looks up to you? I don't I would say my friends and family, the same way I look up to them. I'm pretty sure. But I don't know. Maybe you guys? Whoever wants to. And I'll look up to them just the same. That was 2? Yeah, okay. How do you celebrate your birthday? I personally love my birthday. When people are like, yeah, I don't like my birthday, I'm like, dang, like that's your one holiday. This year I turned 30. I didn't do anything crazy. I went out to dinner with my mom and dad and sister and brother-in-law, which was really nice. And then I was celebrated a bunch at work, which was really nice. And then that weekend I went out with some people and had a good time. And then my cousin and my nephew, we went to an art museum, which was also just a really wonderful day to be with them. So yeah, I just did things that made me happy. And this was the first year in so many years that I didn't actually cry on my birthday. I usually cry on my birthday. But this year, like, I just felt so happy to be, like, turning 30. It was the end of my era of 20s, and now it's, like, the start of my 30s. I'm excited to like move forward with all the growth I have from my 20s and like continue to keep growing and just like see what the future has in store for me. Sorry, there was a bug. What are you spending more energy on than you have to give? Certain relationships in my life, and I have realized that, and it's one of those things where it's really hard to make those changes, and it's sort of like grief and loss and growth. But That's been a huge thing for me, a huge sort of pattern throughout my life is like in my relationships, I give, give. And I don't always check to see if I'm getting the same energy back in return. And it's caused me a lot of like just sadness in the past. And so I've been trying to be very diligent about that in the present and the future so that I don't give too much energy in those ways. Because I've learned in the end, like, I deserve that energy that I'm giving out so freely. Like, I should be pouring into my own cup with that. So that's what we're trying to do. Level 3, future. Okay. What kind of balance do you crave? I wish I had more balance between like work and life, maybe, in the sense that some days I feel like I'm so drained from work that I can't like go out into nature and do this. And in the same answer, I wish I had more balance of just like my life in general and time that I'm able to spend out here in nature. Because it's beautiful and gorgeous and I love it out here. And if I could just sit out here every day, you already know that I would be. What will be worth it in a few years? I think everything I'm doing now, which is like sort of a blanket statement answer, but like I'm really trying to be more conscious about what I'm eating. I'm trying to be more conscious about just like healthier stuff. And then I'm trying to be more conscious about like how I'm moving my body and the ways I'm doing that. I'm trying to learn more about my body and like the effect my gut has on like my whole mental state. Vlogging, I think, will be worth it. My job, the time and effort I'm putting into that, and school for that, my master's degree, I think will all be worth it. I think everything that I'm putting energy into right now will be worth it in a few years. Was that the second? Yeah, that was number 2, right? One day I will. What will I do? I've never been good at answering questions about my future because I don't know. I hope one day I will be able to be a grander source of comfort for a lot of people. That's like really what I hope. I have always dreamed of being able to just like talk with people and listen to them. I love listening to people. I don't think that we actually really listen anymore, and it's so powerful to like sit down and really talk with someone with the intent of listening to them and understanding where they're coming from. And I just like hope that one day like I'm able to have an impact on people in that way, I guess, is what I would say. Okay, the last one. Oh. What label doesn't fit you anymore? Guys. I used to, okay. What label doesn't fit me anymore? I used to be like super country, like small town. I still live in the small town, but before I had gone away to college, I didn't really have experience of like other people. So it was like super country, like horse girl country. And I don't hate that. Like, I love that part of me, but I just don't vibe with her anymore, you know? I still, my sister is very involved in horses, and I will always be involved with horses with her and for her. But horses are amazing animals also. I know a lot of people are scared of them, but they're really great. But I would say that's what I don't really fit with anymore. That was fun. I liked that. We're gonna do another video of that. I think that was really fun. Maybe I'll find someone who will play it with me, because they're good questions. Okay. I'm gonna show y'all the spot. I'm sad because the sun's not super out, but hold on a second. We're getting up. Look. How neat. Okay, I'm gonna hang out here in the water, enjoy everything the earth has given us, and I'll see you guys soon. You know what to do if you want to see more. I love y'all.